Hey guys, yeah, it's cold today, but the sun is out, and I can't not ride when the sun is out. It's just too nice. It's not windy. We got 50 degrees, bright sunshine. Man, I wish I had this weather when I was doing the 20,000 mile review, because the camera is just so much nicer, or the video is just so much nicer when you got bright sunshine. And yeah, so what do I want to talk about today? I don't know. I mean, like when I do my 20,000 mile review, that was kind of scripted. I don't have a script, but it's, you know, I know what I'm going to talk about. Today, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. Well, I do, because I was just thinking, and I was, like I said, I wasn't going to really even do a video today, but I was thinking about the 20,000 mile review. So, as I pass this guy, because I feel like it, you always forget things, and I didn't talk about performance. I know I talked about the shifter, and that it's a little clunky, but you know, and I told you why, but it's not like a deal breaker. I definitely can live with it. It's not a big deal. But I didn't talk about performance. The performance from day one has been the same. The bike is just as quick as it's always been. You know, at the end of the video, I'm asking for another 20 horsepower, and but otherwise the bike's got lots of power. If you want to do wheelies, you can do wheelies. I'm not good at it, and so I don't do them. But I can't believe it. I'm doing a video and I'm coughing my brains out here. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, so the performance has just absolutely been super. It's got, you know, plenty of roll-on speed. You can be in 6th gear and pass anybody anytime. You get up to 100 in just, you know, seconds. It's quick. And now it's not as quick as my FZ1, because I did some, I'll put the video on, and I was just comparing videos, looking at the time on the video, like, you know, how long it takes to get to a certain mile an hour, and then I can get to 125 from 50 miles an hour, pretty much just over 4 seconds in the FZ1, maybe under 5, somewhere in that. But and you know, that's being in the right gear and everything. But the GS, well, it takes about 9 seconds. So it's still fast. I'm just saying, it's just I can't believe how fast that FC1 is for an old bike. But it's got 150 horsepower, so it's going to be fast. Anyway, the performance on this bike has been great. Doesn't burn any oil, not that I would expect it to. And another thing I forgot to talk about is comfort. The bike is just as comfortable as day one. It's just super comfy. It's a pleasure to ride this bike. It's a great winter bike. It's 50 degrees out. I don't even have my winter gloves on, because I got the hand grips, the heated grips rather, and everything is just fine. So yeah, so that's kind of popped in my head. Like I said, I've got a couple of things, but you know, I mean, there's comments being made, but I think I'm making this video a couple days later, so I really haven't read all the comments, so I don't know if they're, you know, I'm sure they're positive, but, you know, talking about comments, this is, you know, not comments, but in videos in general. And I guess it could be about the 1250 or any bike really, is that there's so many more videos about things that are wrong with motorcycles today than things that are right. Now, I know there's a lot of videos about, you know, guys are doing wheelies, guys are doing off-road, guys are hitting the twisties hard. Tons of videos about the way people ride and stuff like that, positive, negative. I think, you know, to me it's mostly positive just to watch all that stuff. It's entertaining. But the negative stuff on especially on new bikes always seems to trump the positive stuff. And I guess that's human nature, because when you got something that's not right, you want to tell everybody, you want to just vent and tell everybody. So I guess it's human nature. But I'm thinking, and just with the GS alone, it sells whatever 60,000 a year or something. You know, you can't be selling that many bikes if the bike has major problems. I mean, if it's like constant major problems, people aren't going to buy. These bikes are not designed, well, not the same, they're not designed, they're not made, most people don't buy these bikes for transportation. They have to have a, you know, let's get back and forth to work or whatever they have to do. Most of these bikes are bought for recreation, good times, you're riding and stuff like that. People ain't going to buy stuff to have a good time and for something that's not good. So whatever manufacturer it is, whether it's the Japanese or the Europeans, I hear a lot of shit about Ducati, but I take it with a grain of salt. You know, I have no qualms in owning Ducati if they make the bike that I want. So, or an Aprilia or a KTM. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's I guess it's the nature of of YouTube, and I should know that myself because I'm a YouTube junkie. I'm always on, but I tend not to. And, you know, I will not gravitate, but I will sometimes look at the negative posts on and see what these guys say. But just to kind of critique what they're so mad about and what they're so upset about. Like, I think I mentioned in the last video, this one guy was harping on the turn signals. I mean, give me a break. The turn signals? Come on. So, you know, and then some people complain about the seat. The seat's absolutely super comfy for me. I have no issues with the seat. Lots of bikes I get, I always think about getting another seat, but not this bike. This bike, the seat is just perfect. Just a perfectly designed for me anyway. You know, maybe I'm only 100 and whatever with my gear on, maybe 175 pounds. So it's not, you know, maybe if you're heavier, it's more of a problem, or if you're lighter, whatever. So that's kind of like it just popped in my head. I was just thinking about that. You hear so many more things about bad things than you hear about good things, and you ain't gonna hear that from me. You're gonna hear all the good things from me, and I'm not telling people to waste their money and just glossing over things that might be a problem, but this bike has not been a problem. It's just been super, and so that's my thoughts on that. We're going to turn here. Where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. I'm going to, I'm just going to find a destination. I might go to Lake Wheeler. I haven't been there in a while. I was at Lake Buckner yesterday, so let's do Lake Wheeler. So the weather's beautiful. Hopefully the camera's working. I did have a problem with my SD card. The camera's been working so good, and all of a sudden now the camera was telling me my SD card is too slow or something. I don't know, something like that. And but you know, I formatted it, and that's another good reason to turn the camera on, just to see what's going on, if I have a problem. So I'm just going to keep talking and bullshitting, and I don't know what else I can talk about. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the 20,000 mile review. As far as there's a couple more things I forgot, and comfort, performance, absolutely great. Nothing's changed from day one. I don't know. I want to keep the bike because the bike has just been so good to me. But I always want to change. You know, I'm always looking at my, another bike. I got the FZ1. I'm really excited about that when the weather warms up, and I can hop on that bike, and hopefully I won't kill myself on it, because it's hard for me not to crank that throttle all the way. So hopefully I won't be stupid, and I'll learn the bike real well. I put the quick shifter on it. I got the gear indicator on it. Just making it like I want. Just little things. I put different exhaust on it. The can, the muffler. So just to make it more like mine. Got rid of the rear pegs, passenger pegs. And let's see, what else did I do to it? And just to make the stream, so I don't like, I'm not going to carry any passengers, I put like a little tail bag on the back, and so I just like with that, I just got a bracket, nice little black bracket, and it just looks making it mine, just looks really, really nice. But yeah, so I'm always thinking about the next bike. I can't wait, and I get the comments once in a while. I appreciate it, guys, that that the 1300 is going to be what you like, and I'm hoping it is, because I really want that little extra power to just, and then, maybe some of the new features like a heated seat and whatever features they come out with would be kind of cool. But my eye is always on different types of bikes, and right now because my buddies have one of these type of bikes, and you guys are going to think I'm absolutely nuts, but my buddies, these guys I grew up with, I raced on the street with, did a lot of street racing and drag racing with, and we kind of moved away from each other, but they're up in New York, but we stay in touch. They got a motorcycle shop. They repair, new stuff, and but they're always busy repairing stuff. But they're always repairing like Hayabusas and Kawasaki's, sport bikes and stuff like that. And the one bike, he says, Ken, you got to get on it. I know it looks like a sport bike, but it is comfortable. And if you want to put little risers on it, you can. It's not bad. You'll absolutely love the bike, and it is just blistering quick in a quarter mile. And that's the Kawasaki ZX14. So I was looking at them, and they're priced pretty well, and they are fast. Now, yeah, they're old school. They don't have any of the TFT dash and stuff like that. I don't even know if they offer quick shifter with them. I'm sure you can get aftermarket. But they got 1,400 cc's. They make, 180, 190 horsepower. They're fairly heavy. They're about 600 pounds. So, It's got a longer wheelbase than a sport bike. A little bit fairing, not a little bit, probably a lot of fairing. I'm not a fairing guy, but I like the way the ZX looks. And I'm not getting one, folks. Well, you never know with me, but I get intrigued by stuff like that, man. I would love to test ride one. You know, they say it's not, you know, you can call it, you know, like not a pocket rocket, because it's not small. You know, it's a big bike, got a long wheelbase, but they say you'll absolutely love Kenny if you get on it. It's super comfy, even though you're leaned over a little bit. But man, if you like straight line acceleration, it's the shit. It won't disappoint. It'll scare the shit out of you, which is what I like. You know, I like to be scared a little bit. You know. And there's a guy on a sport bike. He's freezing, but he's all bundled up. He looked cool. Anyway, so yeah. I don't know. But it intrigues me. I like looking at them, so it gives me something. So I'm on YouTube looking at all the tests, and you know, who likes them, who doesn't, the good, the bad, and all that stuff. But you know, my heart's with my GS. I mean, right now, I am so comfortable, and even with the 50 degrees, it's not a problem. The sun is out, life is good. I'm enjoying myself, and I got my GS. It just doesn't get any better. But if the sun is out and, you know, it's not 30 degrees, I mean, I've been out when it's 30 degrees, but, you know, but if it's, you know, between 45 and 55 and the sun is out, I want to ride. And it's fine, because when you stop, you know, you go to your destination, it's good. As long as it's not super windy, you're comfortable, you know. And I got a bunch of layers on, so this is called my 50 degree cold weather outfit. So, yeah, I guess I went through that with you guys. Anyway. So the camera's still going, which is good, so I know that's working right, and I'll probably have more thoughts later on. Who knows? We could talk more. I'll talk more later, and just felt like riding and talking and putting the camera on, and happy that you guys tag along. All right, guys, we're just leaving the lake. Kind of forgot where I left off, but I don't even know if I said goodbye or what I said. I just kind of forgot. I guess I could go back look at it. I did make sure that the video camera was working, so I guess I just needed to format the card. But yeah, so who knows? I think I was talking about my next bike. I'm always talking about that. But yeah, we're just leaving the Lake Wheeler, the park here. It's just so nice. It's just so nice out. It's cold, but it's sunny out. That's what's really nice. Speed bump. And yeah, who knows what. Hopefully BMW will just release some information on the new GS, so I can just look forward to that. I hate to jump ship. I'm not going to jump ship. I keep saying that. This bike has just been so good to me, and it's so nice. Even in the cold weather, it's such a nice bike to ride. And who knows? Who knows? I'm always looking at stuff. Makes life exciting, right? Yeah. Just checking out the lake a little bit. All right, guys. I guess that's it for now. I'm sure I'll have a video soon. Later, guys.